not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. Where do I go? But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. Yeah. I don't mind the path that I had to walk, and I don't mind all those words that I had to talk, and I don't mind all those flings that I had to fling, and some of those words I spoke I just had to sing. I just had to bring the best that I had to give, and being tested by these blessings that I had to live, changing dressings on the scars that I had within. It's a daily operation, you just gotta grin before it gets too grim and life pins you in. You gotta think like a shark and show your fins, whether alone in the dark or with an audience. Believe you're the hottest commodity since the iPhone lobotomy. You follow me? I'm hoping probably. I'm talking openly and don't know where the rope could be. The crosshairs, the red dot, or the poison drip. So take a message from this song, that's all I have to give. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. They leave you in the rain, then hang you out to dry. I wonder how so many people get by. And then one day you wake up and start to realize that anyone you know could be called up at any time. Can't press rewind, can't flip the tape, so might as well not live in the past and dwell on hate. People talk strange shit to get to the gate, and if you know me well, you know I call them doors of fate. I take what I need, but not too much. I never open the door if the handle was hot to the touch. You gotta find an alternate way out of the flames. They want you in the spotlight, they want you just to take the blame. But all the same, it's like a wheel with these fucking hipsters. Instead of more rappers, we could use more active listeners. But I don't mind that a lot of things are actually happening, cause I'm a music slave and this is what I'm coming strapped with. Cause I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain.
Eat your vegetables!
One last drink and I'll be gone. Make it count with the blood on. Never really felt like I belong, so I'll be on my way and I won't be long. I'll be dead by dawn. 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 Scrolling through my texts, shit I left unread.
All right, everybody, hello and welcome to the Indoor Farmer Reviews number What number is this? 78. 78.
Hello.
We've got Dr. Olson, Dr. Rick in the house. We're spitballing some names. We're gonna come up with some cool stuff. But we got a couple things we're gonna go over tonight. We're gonna be talking about some of Rick's books that he's come out with, and also coming out maybe a little teaser to the future. And we're also going to be showing off some pictures and clips I got from a local farmer's market, which was really awesome. I got this shirt. She said it was a large, but I didn't actually check. It's looking a little snug, I feel like. What do you think?
I think you just accidentally put it in the dryer.
I didn't. I'm one of those weirdos that won't. I'll just throw it on after I get it.
Maybe you watered it yourself and you're growing.
So guys, let me know. We had some technical issues, a little bit late. Sorry, but we're sharing this mic here. Let me know if there's any issues with sound. I believe it's looking good. We've already got 20 folks coming and see 10 already coming from X. So X is definitely worth it. Guys, make sure you go and get your number over on Locals. I'll be doing a spin later on after Rick leaves. I keep wanting to say Dr. Rick, but Rick works.
Rick works.
All right, I see a lot of people coming in from the Rumble, from Facebook, from X, YouTube. What's up, guys? Cheers. I hope everyone's having a good day. We had a good show last night with Sir Steve-O and myself. Showed Monday nights is when we show the grow the plants and everything. What we're learning as far as the garden goes. And then Tuesdays is it gets myself out of the house. But tonight is a little bit of a combo review because I met you at an event that is similar to the one I went to. And these events are so cool because you get to meet people from not just farmers, not just people with food, but then all kinds of artisan artists and different, authors like yourself. And it's just a cool place to meet so many interesting people. There was a guy that was like balancing fire on his face. I caught a minute of that, but he was.
It lasts about 1 minute, right?
I didn't want to. I feel weird about recording too much of people's acts. You know what I mean? Similar to a book, I wouldn't want to explain to everybody the ending or whatever, or even the part, even after the prologue. Really, just we want to get them get a little teaser, but. And so, okay, what's going on here? You have now 3 books that are out and read and available to purchase, right?
That's right.
And you have a bunch that are probably like floating around in your head and ready to go. But you have one that you're going to be coming out with, and I don't know if you want to tease just the fact, just the big name, alone in the story that is connected to somewhere close by, somewhere near us. Which is pretty cool. I like that.
You're quite the mysterious man, aren't you?
I try to keep it as mysterious as possible.
Well, mysterious man's true. The name is Zorro, or in Spanish, Zorro. Yes. Do you guys remember Zorro? Everybody raise their hand or click yes.
Comment below. Comment below. If you don't remember Zorro. And there's different eras of Zorro. You had Antonio Banderas, which was kind of my era, but then you had the black and white one I actually remember that. My dad used to watch, that one along with like Bonanza, back in the day.
Oh, that was the Walt Disney half-hour TV series with Guy Williams, who's also the father of Lost in Space TV series.
Okay.
That was a Disney series, but if you go back to the 30s, Tyrone Power's 1939 Mark of Zorro is probably the best Zorro movie ever made. And Zorro started in 1919 in Chillicothe, Illinois.
That's right near us. And I'm not quick enough. See, this is why I need a soundboard. Well, I was looking at him today, guys.
Luckily, I don't need cue cards. There's Johnston McCauley was the author, and he graduated Chillicothe Valley High School in 1903.
Nice.
So Zorro started in 1919. Yeah, that's a minute ago.
So he hung out around here after graduating. So people seem to gravitate back to Peoria. I don't know what it is. What's up, Donna? What's up, Sandy on the Rumble? William on the Rumble. Cheers, everyone. William back on the Facebook. Everybody liking and sharing. What's up, Kyle? Got a new name here, Kyle Blunk. Hello.
Hi, Kyle.
I recognize names a lot, so it's easy to tell. Hey, hello, new person. Is he there with me? Yes. Does it look like I've imposed him into the room somehow? Like
in the flesh.
Well, no, there's just a mirror right there.
He's right. My God, there is. I've never done a
scene.
mind podcast before.
Yes, that's funny. Do we sound okay though? That's what I want to know, really.
And do we look okay?
Does anybody remember Zorro? I didn't see anybody.
Nobody
commenting
remembers
about
Zorro.
Come on, Terry.
The latest
back me up here.
The latest incantation is on Prime, and Spain did a 10-part new series that was released in January. So you pick that up maybe every Sunday night, or whenever you want on demand, obviously. But there's a brand new Zorro on Prime, and
Really?
that brings the character back to life. The real mystery.
I think you said something, but I forgot about that.
The real mystery is not one at all, but they have a Zorro licensing, and there's a Zorro book coming out next month called Swords and Romance, and I have a feature story in it. And the name of the story is Outfoxed by a Woman.
Outfoxed by a Woman. And this is how wide is the publication?
Well, it's nationally approved.
Okay.
Bold Venture Press out of Florida is doing it. Fantastic
Awesome.
artwork. My story alone has 3 illustrations. The one is a woman hitting Zorro over the head with a frying pan.
I saw a meme about why men aren't getting hit in the head with frying pans anymore. I forgot the punchline.
Too much iron in their blood?
I mean, I don't know. There was something about I don't even remember now. It doesn't matter. It was like I was like, man, that used to be a thing. That was like a whole trope in like movies.
Oh yeah, the
and,
classic
like, comedies.
sitcoms.
Yeah,
And they hit their heads
frying
with
pan.
frying pan.
Like, could you imagine a cast iron frying pan?
Well, in Three Stooges, they'd bend it too.
Ooh.
It hit him, and then the frying pan would be bent.
Yeah, like even a steel or even aluminum, man. Like with the Teflon, you know. But let's pull up. I'm gonna pull up the Amazon. I'm gonna show off the cookie books while we talk about it.
Yeah, Zorro's a collection of 15 short stories, and once a year there's licensing, and they basically this will be 3rd year now. They have
15.
authors. 15 stories. I'm one of the 15. That way it makes me try harder for next year, right? But Zorro's a great character. In fact, he's a precursor to Batman. He's probably the first caped hero, 1820s, 1830s, Southern California, in the little pueblo of Los Angeles.
Is it Richard Olson?
Dr. Richard A. Olson is my Amazon name. There's a lot of Richard Olsons that write, believe it or not, including Dr. Olson that writes. So I had to put the A in. Got to get it all. And he's still having a good time. Why am I not searching up? Richard. You put Rickard.
Oh, I did.
That must be the.
Who's Rickard?
That must be. I better not even make a comment
I
on
got
that.
Rickard on the mind.
Oh my God.
Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up on the screen. Actually, we're gonna go to the scene.
Yeah, we got our work cut out ahead of us after. He told me I'd pick up that room before I left.
Whoa. There it is. Let's check in on Kick. What's up, Kick? 46 people following me on Kick. Kick's a newer thing. Just it's just one of them. I go on there. It's there. Okay, so we're looking at the Amazon page just to show off the books. This is the one that we were going to talk about, though, the Border Agent Strikes. And then you've got two novels in a series with the Dr. Nick Steele, Private Eye. You should make him a doctor, too. Yeah, that's it.
Well, actually, it's giving an origin story. His grandpa comes in from Germany, and he's Dr. Gustav Steele, and he comes to Peoria.
Oh,
And
okay.
it is outlined but not published yet. But in the next soon to be coming exciting anthologies you must not miss. I assume we can ham it up here, right?
Yeah.
All right, I can ham away.
Ham it up.
Yeah, Nick Steele's a great character. 1930s Peoria,
That's the first one.
vaudeville capital, whiskey capital of the world, the infamous Shelton Gang. But we're not talking about that tonight. We're talking about the future. The future of America, the future of tomorrow. That is going to be Scott Lund, a U.S. Border Patrol agent.
I recognize that guy from as an actor, but is that just a drawing or was that? Was that
Um,
modeled after somebody?
I guess it's probably a licensed image. I assume that the publisher bought. I don't recognize that person, but I think he gives you the creeps. We call him the Dragon Colonel. And Scott Lund is involved in a super adventure at a church where he must rescue the President of the United States from an invasion attacking army, almost single-handed, but he does recruit help and a wonderful, beautiful sidekick named Mary.
Did you say she's a sidekick or a psychic?
Well, I was going for more of the sidekick. So if it ever becomes a movie
Okay.
franchise, you got to have a beautiful woman for him to go through the adventure with in the second half. So he finds her hiding in the closet of a church.
In a gentlemanly way.
In a gentlemanly way. Oh, yeah, this book's actually clean that way, but it's plenty of violence and torture and intensity and smoking hot chicks.
And probably smoking like piles of rubble.
Well, I was thinking more like a smoking hot beefcake named Scott Lund, but okay.
Oh, well, okay. Well, he's a beefcake. Is that him right there?
Yeah, I wanted the face to be a little bit vague so you could use more of the imagination of the character.
Well, he looks like a blondie.
Yeah, sandy hair, he's heavily tanned, 6 foot, 200-pound, perfectly conditioned man.
He reminds me of what's his name, Reacher, Jack Reacher in the series.
I didn't want to make him that big because to me it's like if you're that huge, it's just too easy to kick everybody's butt. So if he's 6 foot, he's a little more manageable, a little more human than some 6 foot 6, 300-pound guy is just gonna rip.
It's funny how that
rip you
works,
up.
right? But then we still have the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Well, Scott Lund works out in a special training regimen. His dad developed for him as a martial artist, and he's special BORTAC trained border patrol agent. So I'm sure he's pretty tough in the corner.
Meet Scott Lund, U.S. Border Patrol agent, the hero and hope of the future. Men want to be like him. Women want to be with him. And the children look up at him to admire him. Admire.
And I'm going to have a young adult series of his nephew and niece, Zach and Zoe Lund, which my kids are actually outlining. One story is completed already, Mystery Among the Trees. And by my son and my daughter, so we came up with her own line of don't play with butterflies in the sand. Quicksand, that is.
Oh. Well, yeah, because if you see butterflies and you're somewhere near quicksand, I feel like that might be a problem already. Although quicksand is there's probably quicksand in like jungles
And deserts even in Mexico.
But there's not many butterflies in the desert. I feel like maybe.
I picked a certain spot in Mexico, like a beach forest preserve, and there's butterflies and sand. And since it's Spanish, which I speak Spanish, I even made up a joke. What do you call for Mexicans in quicksand? Cuatro Cinco.
I don't get it.
4 Mexicans in quicksand.
Oh,
4 is cuatro.
cinco.
4 is cuatro in Spanish, and 5 is cinco in Spanish. So,
Like a sinkhole.
yeah, like a cinco, which is actually a
What's up, Mark?
cenote in Mexico. Hey, what's up, Mark?
Mark says, "Wow, Mark, didn't you throw me an angry face the other day? What's
What?
up, brother?" Margaret, Miss MJ's Baked Goods right there. She sponsors What Game Night. Thank you, Margaret. Shouts out to all the subscribers, guys. You can subscribe at theindoorfarmer.locals.com. In which case, I want to check real quickly, make sure I didn't miss any. I believe I got everybody's numbers in. If you haven't yet done that, do that now. So I'll be spinning it later tonight. So anyway, I like how you can connect that to a possible series for kids, along with a similar, like, I don't know, morality line. I guess the values that you have in the adult book can be transferred without all the violence necessarily, right? You can transfer parts of that same feel or that same world,
Well, I think the action, adventure and suspense are part of it. But if Scott Lund's the hero tomorrow, then obviously the children are future too. So having something set for 12, 15, 16-year-old kids is very important. And they can have action too. May not be shooting different things, but they can have action and martial arts and stuff.
It's not violence necessarily. I mean, you can have violence even
There's plenty
in
of
certain
action.
ways. If there's something like a wild animal, have have to be put down. You can word it in different ways for kids.
Or if your
obviously.
pet collie's caught in quicksand and you have to rescue it,
There you go.
which is
Terry, my guy, I am sorry. He said he got a 16-hour restriction just for sharing me out. Yeah, it's crazy. Is it just on Kindle? I do not believe so. I believe it's. What do you mean, the audiobook? No, I actually saw it on the Apple ebooks on my phone. I found it there. It's here on Amazon. I'm not sure. I don't do a lot of this. Is that something that you know how to?
yeah, I'm up on that stuff. I need to be. This is available on paperback.
Oh, I see. 'Cause it
Okay,
says Kindle
and
price
then
there.
Kindle is if you're gonna ebook it, and then Audible you get if you get it free if you're on the membership list. Like I pay Audible once a month, you get a free book a month, and you can read a sample at the beginning or an Audible sample, and it starts out like a Gambit, kind of like a James Bond book where it's pedal to the metal. Him and his buddy are on an adventure at the border, and they get in a big fight. His buddy dies before his very eyes, so he goes on vacation and regroup, and that's how the adventure starts. But it's like a Gambit how it starts. So you can listen to the Gambit or read the sample of the Gambit.
Oh, that's good. So I guess this is a little confusing, but it says Kindle price, but I know for a fact it's on Audible in other places for some reason.
Right. So
that's what he was worried
Kindle
about,
is always
he said.
Kindle, $9.99. Paperback's paperback, and then Audible would be free with an Audible subscription, or if you use another Audible service, and there are several dozen out there, you would pay anywhere from $15 to $21 for it.
I found it for 21 something.
Yeah, so honestly, Kindle's the cheapest for everybody.
But here you go. It says you could add the Audible for $7.50. Get it for cheaper.
Oh, that must be new. That is actually cool.
That's a lot cheaper. Well,
yeah, the Audible
like
was
$4
really great. It's a 400-page thriller. The second half's about a 180-page battle. It takes place in literally one day, so it's not too boring in the second half. And it's fun to listen to too. It's very enjoyable.
Let's see how much of this. Read the whole thing. Okay.
Oh, there go. There somebody goes giving away the plot.
Well, is this is it like movies nowadays where you watch a trailer and I feel like I saw the whole movie already? Is it you try to you want to keep back as much as you can? Are you the one that writes the snippet here? Or is this a what is this? It's not the beginning of the book. It's what?
I wrote that snippet.
Okay.
And it's kind of funny because I wrote a longer snippet, and my wife said you gave away too much of the first half and too much of the story. You're going to know there's a battle. You look at the cover. There's going to be action, and you can only hope that the hero wins. In today's world, you're not always sure of that, are you?
No.
So, yes, there's a super battle and a super church for the President of the United States' life on the balance, and this evil dragon Colonel Tong. I speak a bit of Chinese, too, and Tong is Chinese for pain. So he's a colonel of pain.
Do you get into any sort of geopolitics in the book? Does it get into what's sort of happening in the world at that time? Would you feel like maybe not in detail, but how much outside of? Because obviously with bringing in an enemy general, like you got some kind of broader scope of the story, right? Do you bring in you know what I'm saying?
No, that's a great question. The Border Agent is actually right now set up for a 5-book story arc, which we'll be doing with different issues. The first book is actually more on ethics and being prejudiced. And Colonel's picking on white people, black people, Hispanic people. So it's kind of an anti-prejudice book, and these other races kind of have to pull together. And the second book would have some more political undertones, which I don't know if I'll get into. And then the third book is actually anti-cartel and anti-opiate, which is just tearing apart Mexico apart. So each 5 books has been.
The third book already?
I'm on chapter 22 out of 28. The second book's done already too. So you try to write ahead, and then the reader can get the next book and not have to wait a year or two, hopefully, for
Does
it.
it give you the satisfaction of knowing the story ahead of time? Because some readers want that book right when it comes out, but you already know the story. Do you feel that is it bittersweet? Like I already I made it. I made the story, so I don't care. Or do you think?
Actually,
You
I got a
think
brand
back
new.
about
I
the
got a
story.
brand new idea. It's like kind of giving birth to a kid. You know, he gave birth to that story and the sense of happiness, and you know what? There's really a sense of completion when you finish a story. My joke is, you know how to eat an elephant, one bite at a time. So
I
if
thought it was ass first, but that's just.
well, that might be requiring more than a fork and a knife. But you do know why the two elephants couldn't go swimming, don't you? They only had one pair of trunks. Yeah, they had one pair of trunks.
It could take turns, I guess.
So, you know, if you write 2-3 pages a day and it takes you 6-8 months to write a book, it's a real sense of completion when the book is done. It's quite a journey to write a book.
Yeah, Cindy's right. There's paperback, there's audio, there's the Kindle.
Go, Cindy!
There's also, like I said earlier, I found it on this. I don't think this is Kindle. This comes with Apple. It's called.
Apple has
it's
its own
called
version.
Books.
Yeah, they have their own version of Kindle. It's called Books, right?
Yeah, so and I found it there. You can buy it in ebooks for $10, even not just Kindle, but for the paperback it's 21 bucks. You can save some too here and there. Like it looks like there's a. Well, that's for the audio, yeah. Never mind, that's what we just read. Yeah, I actually got signed books for my mother.
Gotta take care of mom. Wait,
yeah.
There's my thumb.
It was right behind the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that. So I'm gonna be hopefully having not only Dr. Rick, but we're gonna be having other in-house guests, and I'm gonna be working on it. I've got a bunch of microphones, but we're over here sharing a microphone today. Man, sad story, but we'll figure it out. Although, you know, I got to be honest, most shows that you watch where they're in studio, they're all wearing headsets. So I might have to do that. Every person.
And I shaved for this event too.
Yeah, see, he did his hair for this and everything. Goodness. Yeah, actually, it's gonna be a good one next Monday. I'm hoping to get you to come back next Monday if you get a minute, because Barry Cloyd is coming in studio, and if anyone out there,
I think that's Memorial Day though, isn't it?
It is. I'm gonna be grilling up.
Grilling?
Food, yeah. My co-host Sir Steve-O from Monday Show is coming in town, and we're all gonna grill up and make some food. And
maybe we could get like smell-o-vision so you guys could smell the delicious food he's gonna grill, right?
Should take pictures, yeah. Make it look like I did something that day.
Pictures worth 1,000 smells.
Yeah, that's unfortunately true sometimes. I won't even get into it. Yeah, there's things over on X. Sometimes people will repost and say, "What's going on here?" And it's just like, I don't know. Not something good, that's for sure.
Does anybody have any questions about the book without me totally giving away the end?
Yes, that's a good call. Like if you wanted to.
Does anybody know anything about Border Patrol agents? I guess that might be a bit political too in today's world.
Yeah, and I think it is going to be in 10 years as well. This is set in the future. It's set about 10 years.
About 10 years in the future.
In the future. So I guess we didn't mention that. Or maybe.
Well, we call it near future.
Yeah.
So, America needs a new hero. Chuck Norris has retired. Meet Scotland, the border agent. Is it time to tell?
That's the catchphrase.
Is it time to tell Chuck Norris jokes?
Who's Chuck Norris?
Texas Walker. You got to start in a Bruce Lee movie. Looks like we're clicking a spin. The tension mounts, the drama.
As we talk, I'm gonna put this up here because it's for later and it gets people excited. So he's like he grew up watching Walker Texas Ranger.
Yes, and since he didn't live in Texas, he wasn't a Texas Ranger, but he became a Border Patrol agent, and he is based in Laredo, Texas, at a border. Like I said, exciting 5-book series. Send you a chapter.
She says Chuck is the man.
There's a couple of really good chapters. The first half, he's kind of broken and battered and depressed, and he has to grow, and he meets like a mentor, retired Coast Guard guy, and he gets befriended with a black family that actually invites him to the church.
Where's this? And you said he's in.
This story takes place in California.
Okay.
He goes on vacation. So he's on a mission. His best buddy dies. He goes on vacation on wine. He rescues a drowning boy, and his black family befriends him, and they keep saying, come to church, come to church. Well, after half the book, he goes to church, and wham, that's the day the President of the United States is speaking at the church, and the Asian army attacks.
At that church.
Yeah.
Wow. So it must be like a mega church.
Yes, it's called a super church. The president,
Super church.
the president went there growing up when it was a small church. He came back to visit.
One of those. What's that guy? What's the famous guy that was on TV? He didn't let the people in during the flood or during the
Joel
hurricane.
Osteen.
Yeah, it's him.
Well,
It's one of those churches.
everybody gets a bad rap at times, and there are certain rules and policies that I'm not, can make a judgment call on that.
What's
But
that?
everybody gets picked on. Hi, y'all back.
Hi. We are talking with Dr. Rick, author of The Border Agent Strikes. It's on Amazon. It's all over, really. Anywhere that you find books, you can search it.
Barnes and Noble.
Yeah. Barnes and Noble is still a thing. It's still out there.
And it's good to be out there. I think you really can order it all kinds of. If you saw on Target, you go online and order it. It's just all kinds of different ways of ordering stuff nowadays.
Oh, yeah. Websites anywhere.
Yeah, and I do have a website.
Oh, you do?
Basically, just drrichardaolson.com. No spaces, small letters.
DR.
Yeah, drrichardaolson.com. And it might have a pop-up on it from last weekend's event. Oh, my God. There he is, holding up that pillar. And I just did a signing at a castle in Peoria.
I showed this off last week.
I know. Sometimes the second time helps remember.
Well, I was disappointed that I didn't get a lot of pictures inside. And the pictures that I found on their website were mostly of people that were there. And, you couldn't get a lot of the cool stuff.
Well, there's security and privacy rules for the
Makes
stuff
sense.
inside the castle. Dr. Soros was quite a philanthropist. He's searched the world and put all kinds of suits of armor, exotic furniture, tables, musical instruments, impalas, all kinds of wild stuff inside. And the outside's wild too. There's a set of flame-breathing dragons that guard the one gate over the
I
old
love
mold.
those dragons. They're awesome for Halloween. And all the time, really.
They
I
actually
would just
flame.
be, if I lived there, my neighbors would be walking their dogs down the street and they'd be walking past my house and I'd be standing out there with a stick and marshmallows or hot dogs.
Oh, jeez.
So you're gonna have to add some more socials here.
Yeah, we'll have a post talk, but I do have an email list. We're going to start our first newsletter next month.
Okay.
And I got some blogs that are interesting stuff. Got a Steve Tarter interview, former newspaper reporter for the Peoria Journal-Star. And I guess as you learn and do things, you get more names. Now I'm a local historian because I studied so much about the 1930s and 40s Peoria.
Nice. Do they ever hit you up about anything from whenever they started? Because we've had new museums and things like the Caterpillar Museum and the Riverfront Museum. I don't know if they're the same. One and the same now. The same thing.
They're different.
Okay, I thought they were
They're
different.
different. That's actually a 1920s Rolls Royce that was in the front. And that is the castle there. That's Dr. Carl Soderstrom and myself.
That's Nick's car, right?
No, actually, Nick's car was there, and there was a company called Packard, and he drove a Packard 8, 1936, 38 circa. And downtown Peoria is a huge Midwest Packard dealership. In fact, they still call it the Packard building in the Mark Twain Hotel, Packard Plaza. And there's actually a huge downtown dealership. Packard went out business probably late 50s, I'm thinking.
Hewlett Packard.
Then obviously they went digital, so that's what
Right.
happened there. But I do have a blue picture of the car, which I guess we should have ready to show up. But maybe I'll invite it back and we can talk about the past next time.
Sure. Is it? Where's the? It's not out. It's not on the website anywhere.
It might be by tomorrow. It's on my phone.
Well, we always love to get into history on people in the boxes. Like I said, I'd love to have you come on that one. And so that one would be a cool time. Maybe we could do the whole episode on local history, because it wouldn't just be mine. It would be all the people that are on the show. They can, talk about their own local histories too and stuff.
Yeah, we can make a conglomerate. That would be true. I actually spoke at the Alley Group for Bradley the other day in the 1930s and 40s Peoria, and there's a lot of history in Illinois, including the 20s, and that's not Chicago Al Capone. That's other gangs and other histories.
So, is there anything else that you wanted to tease about the new books or anything, or promote of any kind? The website's really going to be the best way for people to support you. So you can follow him on Facebook too, guys. I'm gonna be trying to get, as best I can, get him some starter information on how to start becoming a little bit more social media aware, I guess, growing his footprint on social media. So again, I'm not the expert, but I do have a little bit of information on it. So we're going to see what we can do, and if we can get you, some of you guys out there, to follow Dr. Rick and see what he's up to. I mean, because it's just the beginning. You just started writing books a couple of years, like it's not that long. And so there's going to be a lot of more of that, but also like the blogging and stuff, I think is really where you might end up shining too, because those day-to-day thoughts, really, a lot of people really are more into some of those snippets of just like, oh, that really makes sense today, or that helps me out through the day today. And I could see you doing some of that too. So we'll see how it goes. But but if we can get into some follows, guys, check them out.
Following Dr. Richard A. Olson on Facebook, and then also on Amazon. You can click down and hit a follow button. That would help quite a bit. And then we're going to get that newsletter launched, and we'll have exciting things. And I put a lot of jokes in my books too, and I actually write most of my own jokes. And they can be funny, they can be old, they can be new, but it all helps us grow. So I guess the Indoor Farmer is going to help the author grow.
You want to hear a joke?
Yes.
I write my own jokes too.
Well, I've written thousands of jokes, and at least 100 of them are funny.
Okay, I'm signing up for the newsletter right now.
All right, my night is now justified.
So, got one newsletter sign up at least.
Just like eating an elephant, one by the time, and don't start at the back.
Okay, so I've got you for a little bit longer. Do you want to go? You want to check out some of these pictures from the farmers market with me, or?
I would just love to share that with you.
All right. Yeah, so I don't want to keep going, giving up too much of information about the books.
If you do buy my book, I am available locally to sign copies too.
Nice.
And I do book signings practically every month, sometimes twice a month. And I don't charge extra for the humor if you drop by.
So, not in any particular order, I guess.
Of course not.
I started here at the New Era. Hold on, let me see if I can.
I'm fine.
Let's go. Let's do this.
He's just a picture tease, isn't he?
There we go. That's more in line. There we go.
And who is that on the right, pray tell?
That's me on the right.
So that makes you
That's
right.
Mia.
Ah, lovely dog.
This is the they're like environmental activists. I forget the name actually.
Maybe her shirt. Water connects us all.
Yeah, they're about clean water.
It's a Sun Foundation.
Yes, that's right. And they actually offer the dogs water there. A bunch of these actually do. There's a lot of dogs out there. There's another one in this picture. They offer you free water too. They offer you'd have to buy one of these if you want, if you don't have one. But they also offer you water if you already have a
Water is a key element to life.
Okay, here we go. I knew I had more information here. Yeah, they're like environmental activists, also clean water activists and such. Sun Foundation, yeah, sun. Run fun in the sun or something.
So they must have a sunny disposition then.
Got VJ's Designs. So you can find almost anything at a farmer's market. I mean, even authors. Although you were at a game, it was like a Comic Con, or was it Game Con? I don't even know.
That
what
we
that
met?
was. Yeah,
QuadCon.
the Quad Con. It's like a Comic Con.
Well, no, it's in fact, I bet there's only maybe one comic distributor there. There's more games and other crafts.
Game Con.
Oh, they have a Comic Con, yes, but the QuadCon is different vendors and maybe only a couple of us are writers. I think it's anything from leather goods to gaming stuff to board game section.
Ooh, I need this hat.
Is it Kings and Cabbages out of the Peoria Heights?
Yeah.
They got a big gaming section there.
Man, I love that guy.
They're
I'm
awesome.
trying to get him into game night. I want the game store. He's got a website, and I'm trying to get him in there. We're gonna talk to him.
Even Batman was there
Oh yeah.
in the Batmobile.
So these are obviously ladies' hats, but I stopped here and I was like, these aren't my thing, but I think some of my audience might like.
All right,
it.
so let's have the audience
The black
vote.
one, the black hat though, would be like good for when I'm kayaking on June 29th. I don't know if you're a kayaker, but I'm going to do the Drizzle Dab kayaking trip for MS. It's going to be a very fun event. Can't wait for that.
Awesome hats. Does any viewers have a favorite hat out there?
Ladies, any hat that you like?
If you get a good one, he'll take his hat off for you.
Oh, I would. If you're my subscriber, I'll take it off. There's even more hats. Free hat. It's a South Park thing. Moonlit Wax Co. I've actually seen them before at another event. I've seen a few of these people. I'm starting to have this kind of reoccurring, some of these vendors that I see a lot of places, and it's good. It starts to become like a network of sorts. They do lots of waxes and fragrances.
All kinds of wonderful scents there.
Gummy bear scent. Island Getaway.
That's not CBD gummy bears.
No, you don't eat those. Electric Blue.
Yeah, not CBD.
Pumpkin pecan waffles. Weird. Saturday morning. It smells like Saturday morning.
And a glitter bomb. Don't forget the glitter bomb.
What's the smell of a glitter bomb?
Anybody out there know the smell of glitter?
Got me. Lavender lemon.
That would be good.
Odor eliminator. Those are always good. Spearmint eucalyptus. It sounds medicinal. Star stuff. Room spray. All kinds of good stuff there. There's a lot of pictures. I gotta speed it up a little bit. Odor eliminator. Oh, these are like.
Is that kind of like a urinal cake then?
I don't know. I think it's more like a cream or like a gel or something. Scented soy wax.
Oh, they're wax candles. It's just sit on top of the toilet. See how easy that was?
There you go. Barbershop smell. Ooh, do I smell a bunch of musty hair?
I think it's
I
the
know,
shaving
yeah,
cream
it's like,
there,
yeah.
mister.
I can imagine the smell actually after you say it. So these are those burners, okay? She sells those too. Wax. These are not. It's not recommended to pour this on your chest or anything. Wax warmer.
I said they took hair off by wax.
Professionals.
Once again, don't try this at home unless you're a trained professional.
You could start a fire. This guy's awesome. I can't remember his name per se. And speaking of, I meant to share this out to the Peoria Riverfront Facebook. They said that they would share it to their page. Darn it. Oh well. You can watch it later. I'll tag him in the replay. In fact, I could maybe tag him in this live right now. But this guy, I want to get him on the show sometime because he literally takes, and I've showed these off one other time from a different event. But he takes every picture that you see, and he turns them into letters.
Wow.
Like in person, he goes all over the world, and like places like, I mean, he goes. I think he's been like Jerusalem and all over the Middle East and all over these different places. Like I think it says where it's from there. But yeah, look at that M. It's just some windows. You know, just the artistic
The E.
thought. Yeah, that S is just, you know, the E is definitely a sideways picture, and just all of it. Every one of them is just crazy. That N is just some trees.
Philippians 4:13.
Yeah, he definitely.
I have that one memorized.
He does have
easy.
a religious bend to his, but he didn't go with religious tones. He just went with different words.
That's
like
cool. It's the word
strength,
strength. I love that
and,
one. Yeah.
shepherd, friends. I can't read all of them. Can't tell what that says.
Yeah, you had to be pondering that one too. Believe?
Believe. Okay.
Believe.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I believe.
Journey is a good one.
Wasn't that a rock group?
I can't. If I start singing a song, I'm probably gonna.
I resisted the temptation. I want to lose, your audience, by singing.
I would probably pick the wrong group immediately.
Oh, I've seen Journey a few times back in the day. I think they just came to Peoria Civic Center this spring.
Riverfront.
They made their journey here, you might say.
Is that? I guess that's it. 15,000 followers. Well, okay. I did tag him. Let's see if that helps later on down the road someday. I got to go to bed. Have a good night, Jess. Thank you for going over there on X. Appreciate you.
Have a blessed night.
And I will let Jess know if she wins later because Jess has hash and dash immunity. And she is a subscriber over on Locals.
Are we running out of time? Oh, that's a cool.
This one or the one before?
Well, that one's really cool. Well, they're all good, actually.
They're pretty good, yeah.
I'm not an artist. I'm just a writer.
And they're not. It's art using pictures. And so some people are photographers, some people are artists. He's like merging the two together. It's really interesting. I like it.
A photo artist?
Yeah.
Artful. That didn't sound good.
This should have been the front picture, but we have a lot of local businesses that support the local market. These are the T-shirts that I'm wearing. The one of them that I'm wearing, the tank. I swear it's a medium. It might be a schmedium even.
Uh-oh. It could
That
be
one.
a shrink top.
That one right there.
Aw, look at little poopy.
Dog friendly. A lot of dogs. Not a lot of the booths had water for dogs. There were some dog treats. It's definitely dog friendly. I'd never taken my dog to these events until this weekend, and she had a blast.
But we're not telling dog jokes, right?
I mean, if it's being cruel to the dog, no. You can
Well, I made up a joke. I have a giant Great Pyrenees, and my joke is his bark is so deep as his subwoofer. And it does rattle the windows.
Yeah.
So
I can see that actually.
You're welcome to borrow that. It's not copyrighted yet. His subwoofer.
Everybody out there, you hear that? If you use that, you have to give me credit.
It's either that or tell the atheist dog joke. So
Well, I don't know where the atheist dog is. How are you gonna tell him this joke?
Ah. Well, we could change it. I'll make up the joke.
Well, let me explain this real quick.
How does a dyslexia atheist spell dog?
Dyslexic atheist.
Spell dog.
OGD.
G-O-D. I just made that up.
That's
G-O-D.
pretty quick. That's quick. I try to. I'm anti-conformist, so I'm gonna find the way out that you're not expecting.
Well, I didn't expect that one out of me either. So
I knew what you wanted me to say.
the
but
pressure
you're
of
not
being
gonna do
his
it.
guest is so intense. I tell
Right.
you.
Well, the 2-hour instructional video we had before this was probably the hard part, right? Before the
Well,
show.
thank God he gave me popcorn at intermission, though.
Yep. You have crackers and milk and in the box, in the little juice box. Or not juice.
It's
What'd you
his
call
story
it?
now.
Carton, a little mini carton. I gave him a carpet
snack-
square
a
to
snack-
sit on.
A snack box?
Yeah. Well,
Or-
I think we called them little mini cartons, mini milk cartons.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. What did we call those at school? The small ones.
Milk cartons.
So these
These are
here
chips.
are actually for you to exchange if you have Link. If you're out there, guys, and you have Link, and you're like, well, I got to go to the grocery store where they poison me because I have Link, and I don't have the money to buy expensive farmers market stuff. Well, they have this option. You can exchange your Link at the booth for the main coordinators, and boom, you can use your Link card at the farmers market, which I think is really important to note to people, especially because we always talk about how much more expensive it is to eat healthy and eat with fresh ingredients and all this and that. And then you go to the grocery store, and yeah, you can maybe buy some of the more expensive stuff at the grocery store and find healthier stuff. But even that stuff you almost can't trust these days. Even the organic stuff, it's so hard to trust at the big box chains, at the bigger stores. So this is good. It's good news, especially for those.
Yeah, so, some part of me really is a doctor, so eating healthy is really, really important. And look out for GMOs labeled on products too, different chips and things. It says GMO, don't buy it.
Yeah, so this is the voucher thing. I should have went to this one. Yeah, this is it's good stuff.
That's cool.
I would think that a lot of farmers markets do this now. What's up, Deborah? Hello. Happy Tuesday. Yeah.
I missed out on Taco Tuesday being here.
Actually, I did a review for Charlie's on the Water on Taco Tuesdays, and they have a nice deal. It was a good deal. I think it was like $1.30 or something per taco.
That's great in today's world.
Yeah, it's out on the river. It's a nice spot. It's on a cove. Charlie's on a cove or something like that. I'm not sure if they changed the name or not, but yeah. So when does it expire? Okay, so you have to pay attention to the rules and such if you're going to do that, but I recommend it. I also recommend that you can actually buy seeds at your grocery store with the Link card. A lot of grocery stores will sell seeds for your gardening, and you can use the Link card for that.
That's a healthy approach too then.
It is. It's a better way to use their money against them, I guess. They're trying to get you to, stick you in this system where you have to work an extra job to make up for that $400 Link payment they're making you every month. And so that's sort of perpetuating the system. And not to get political for a second, but they tout those numbers. Remember, I don't know if you remember, I think it was in Obama days where they were saying, look how many people we got on the SNAP benefits. Like it was a feather in their cap,
Right.
We got more people on the, look how many people we're helping was kind of the idea, right? Well, but then if you're getting $300-$400, I mean, that's a damn near another week's paycheck from another different job that you'd have to stack on to make up the difference. And so it's hard. I can't imagine. I think I get $100. I'm a disabled veteran. I don't have a normal job, so yeah, I get a little bit. But it's something that gets people stuck in that kind of a system. That sucks. Check this guy out. Thanks, Deborah. Dolores is actually, I think Dolores is a subscriber still. Sherry O'Neill. Okay, heck yeah. Thanks for tagging some folks. Appreciate you. This is a local Riverfront Market that I went to, Dolores. Earlier in the show, though, if you go back and watch, we've got some information about Dr. Rick's books that he wrote and some upcoming ones that he's writing. So I definitely want to look into what he's
So
got.
how often do they have this Riverfront Market?
So this was the first one this year, and it's going to be every Saturday.
And we're at?
I think it's only a couple of months, but it's down at the what is that building? The Gateway Building, I want to say, or no, it's down along the riverfront for quite a ways. It goes over by like Martini's, and it goes down. It's a good mile stretch, I would say. It's a big event. Then they had live music playing. They had you're gonna see. Actually, I did get a video of the music. Yeah, here we go.
All right, here we go.
I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it that well.
Everything I know about the
Got about a minute, I think.
sang about a lost highway. Johnny Cash don't act like he did back in 1968. Yes, he is a movie star who got to LA. Nobody wants to get drunk and get loud. All my rowdy friends settle down.
All together now.
You realized I was recording him at the end there and said.
It's just the grand finale.
Yeah, I only record about a minute or so when I get music. I don't want to record whole songs from people because of just creative. What's the term? Anyway.
Copyright infringements? No, I'm just teasing. There's a blue
intellectual
duck.
Property.
Yummy food. If you like barbecue.
Yeah, so that's all right down there at the riverfront. So
That place is so great, it just quacks me up.
All right, Howard.
I can do better.
Howard the Duck. No, that's pretty good. I mean, people love me for my dad jokes. I think you're coming along with
So what do doctors and ducks have in common? The obvious answer is
They're both quacks.
my answer is they both have bills.
Definitely do that. That's for sure.
I told you I write my own
I
jokes.
like these guys. They support the troops. And
$10 is very fair.
Yeah, not too bad. It helps veterans. I was talking to them about possibly, actually, where's my paperwork? About possibly getting on the show sometime to talk about their cause, I guess is the right way to put it. This guy, that's his business card. He does wooden engravings and gave me a wooden sort of pog for a business card.
I guess that's not going to help anybody, is it?
Yeah, no, that's okay. I'm the Fuller Center. Yeah,
It's about the size of the microphone.
Fuller Center, helping Central Illinois veterans.
Fuller Center.
Oh yeah, so they help with safety and security in veterans' homes, and which means like things like railings and such like that. Now, I asked them straight up, like, so you're going to put security cameras in my house? Like, yeah, I could use some of those.
And remember, we're all somewhat insecure.
Right, I need security cameras. That's for sure. Insecurity cameras. That's a quackery Jack response.
Again, we're with the puns, but at least we don't disappoint you.
Michael, what's up, man? Yeah, no problem. Appreciate you too. In fact, that's a stop, man. I don't think I got to it. At everyone in my group, I invited a whole bunch of new people to my group, so appreciate all the new members. And I'm just now hitting the at everyone, which I should have done already. Facebook and all their loops and hoops and all the junk. I'm with Terry. F the Facebook. I still have to use it, but I still will tell you to go to the places that I prefer, which would be Rumble or X. There you go.
And Peoria really was the whiskey capital of the world. At one time, it had 70 distilleries and about 28 breweries, and actually paid all the tax for alcohol in half the country. It was just out of Peoria.
Wow.
And Prohibition killed it. We never got it back. But in fact, if you go back older history, a lot of the Peoria whiskey tax and stuff paid for the Yankee side of the Civil War.
And what's funny is they're talking about helping veterans. It's totally acceptable to talk about how awesome whiskey is.
I can give you a doctor's note.
Do you think they're gonna promote a cannabis, T-shirt for veterans? I doubt it. No offense to the Fuller Center, but I keep pointing these things out because it's very hypocritical, I guess is the best word. But my point is, I go to some events where they'll have open bars, alcohol is acceptable, walking around, no problem, and I'm like, that's fine. I guess the stigma is different, but in my mind, yes, I can have a drink. I'm not as opposed to alcohol, but I'm maybe like one beer, if that. Like that's like once a month, maybe if that. And so I'm not that big of a drinker anymore. But I also see the difference. Alcohol is most certainly a poison that people are drinking that most certainly kills people. Cannabis, yes, can lead to death in certain ways, like really roundabout ways. If you decide to just
not very much,
like diabetic, maybe like you can eat too much garbage from being using cannabis. Like I don't know, there's no real like direct way that it's going to kill people. So that's what it just bothers me a little bit when you see that. And I get it, they're going off of the history but like what does whiskey history have to do with helping veterans? I don't get it. But I do like that they're trying to do that. It's just that the stigma alone is why they can't promote it using cannabis, because the government is actually using cannabis now for veterans and with PTSD and with other different things. They're experimenting with it more and more, and they've changed the legalities of it recently. And so it's coming. It's just that it's going to take a while before. Like I wonder, like with Prohibition, it had to be backwards. It had been a backwards feel. Like when it first when alcohol was first made illegal, I can't imagine the feeling where everybody was so used to having it, but then I can't.
Brutal change in culture, and honestly, a bad change, because the Prohibition actually caused organized crime, because these people actually had to find ways to bring alcohol in and organize it and make it. So it actually created mobs and organized crime. I'm probably down to my last 5 minutes if there's any specific book questions, but I'm enjoying every single minute of this.
It's okay.
Or questions about Peoria's past, perhaps.
I think everyone's just been absorbing tonight.
Are we just talking that good?
Yeah, there's not a ton of questions for you tonight, unfortunately. But I also have never had an author. You're my first author that I've had on, and I've had you on twice now.
Woohoo!
I don't know that I've necessarily cultivated an audience of readers yet, but I think the story alone is worth the interest, because we all know what happens with books. They turn into, well, not just audio, but they have. There's like movies,
franchises,
all sorts of things,
graphic novels.
Yeah. And so I just think that the story is interesting. Whether or not I have time to read a whole book nowadays is a different issue. But knowing that there's people out there that because I have a lot of ideas that I like to think someday I could put this into a book or whatever, but may never happen. And so I like to see someone doing it, out there actually getting it done and following those stories that nag at you. I don't know about you guys, but there's those stories that keep popping up in my mind where it's like, oh yeah, there's like 3 or 4 now that are just like, yeah, there's this it keeps forming as I go through life, that there's something gets added to that story by by not on purpose, you know what I mean? It's like something from your life ends up adding to it. I don't know what it is. It's weird.
Most of us have some kind of story in our heart or our soul or mind. Creating it, though, the discipline of finishing it is the hard part. I've heard, 1,000 people. I started a book once,
arranging it. Yeah.
So I have to finish
Were you
what I
afraid
start.
of that? Were you afraid of the arrangement? Because I know publishers will then go and try to like they'll rearrange, they'll cut, and they'll tell you what you should
Editing.
do and edit. And
Um,
so were you afraid of like, well, I want to make it as perfect as possible so they don't have to cut anything out, or or were you not worried? Like, just let it fly.
Actually, not at all. I'm thick-skinned, and I figured I'm a writer, and if a professional editor says it should be changed a little bit, that's usually for the better.
I can see that.
But there's some people get so insecure about changes in works, but it's an idea. It's my idea, and if somebody turns the movie and rewrites it, that's going to be somewhat their idea too. But I definitely had a blast tonight. Maybe I can even get invited back and bring better jokes.
Yeah, no problem at all. I'm gonna see if I can see anything worth playing for a second while we walk.
Oh, I get exit music.
Well, I thought maybe I could play. I don't really have commercials to play, but I thought I could play something for the.
I could just like pretend I'm in
That's
an
okay.
elevator and sink into the floor.
I'll be right back, you guys. I'm gonna take him upstairs and walk him out, and then we'll be right back with a bunch more pictures from the Riverfront Market. So don't go anywhere. I don't really have anything cool to play. I'll just play this again. It's only 45 seconds.
Everybody have a great, great night. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, go check him out, guys. He's gonna be, maybe even if books aren't your thing, you're gonna be getting some insight directly from a doctor for many years plus
Yeah, I can answer
a story writer.
too.
Invite,
hopefully.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the health side of things, that's a huge aspect.
Definitely talk how to eat right. All right, everybody, have a fantastic
Thank you.
night.
Let me switch this. Yeah, it's not the most comfortable chair. I'll be right back, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out. Hit that like button.
Eat your vegetables!
One last drink and I'll be gone. Make it count with the blood on. Never really felt like I belong, so I'll be on my way and I won't be long. I'll be dead by dawn. 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 Scrolling through my texts, she and I left them red.
And we're back. Let's see if I can get back in order here. Okay. Makes me really tiny. Back to the show. Back to the pictures. Good to see your guest return. Yeah, thanks, nobody. Yeah, I'm actually I'm hoping to get him in on the people in the boxes. He's got some things keeping him busy this Thursday, but we're hoping. We're hoping. Like to get some more heavy hitters with some awesome knowledge in that show, along with our other awesome co-hosts on Thursdays. Shouts out. Okay, where are we at here? Oh yeah, the pottery guy. I've seen this a couple times. Lots of cool bowls and things. Cindy says, "Thanks for a great interview." Thanks, Cindy. Appreciate the kind words, everybody. I know it's pretty chill Tuesday, just hanging out, checking out the doctor's books that he's going to get into. I mean, he's really pushing the books. He wants to go full author. Doing many years of chiropractic practice. He's ready to write more books. So I think that's pretty cool. Some interesting pieces here, though. I'd like to see their name. I should have taken that picture first. This guy's looking crazy. It's like the guy from Monsters Inc., maybe. Got a mushy room there. You got some rabbit mushrooms, I think. Interesting. Sorry you're late. That's okay, Michelle. Hello. Yeah, everybody's got things to do, but this show is a beautifully watchable show later. You might want to rewatch it. We had an in-studio guest. So this is not a live stream. This is a show. This is a live show. So you are welcome to comment if you're watching that replay. Let me know what you're thinking. If you're watching this after the show is live, it's definitely worth it. I think that interview was fun. I hope the audio was okay. I'm going to go back and listen to it later, see how it went, because the mic is, audio problems we had. We had some technical problems. So we went with what we had, and I hope it was enough. Lots of awesome items here. Candle holders. What's that? Captain America shield or something right there? Awesome pottery. You throw pottery too? Okay. I'm a juried artist in Arkansas. Okay. Started playing with clay in 1980. Oh wow! I did some clay work too, some pottery in the ceramics class in high school. I did ceramics. Yeah, Michelle, it's worth it. Dr. Olson was here live in studio. It was a good one. Reiku is my specialty. Reiku. Not heard that term. You got awesome cutting boards. Amazing cutting boards. The cuttingest cutting boards ever. Lots of different wood workings. I'm not seeing the walnut wood lathe. The walnut wood lathe is the name of this guy. Awesome. There's a chessboard, checkerboard, shot glass board. See? Shot glasses. What's up? There you go. Lots of cool stuff. Wooden earrings. Some cool wooden earrings. Wooden hearts. A rolling pin. That's a badass rolling pin. Wooden clipboards. Interesting. An LVCC. Elmira College. I'm not sure what that is. That like Elmira, the TV star. Yeah, the wood is pretty beautiful. I used to do woodworking in high school. I did construction, they called it. Well, it was woodworking, wood shop, and then it went on to construction class. Mission: provide a new start for homeless veterans. This is Fiddler's Green. They actually build these tiny homes for veterans down in Quincy, Illinois. This is pretty cool, right? Right? Pretty cool. I think that's awesome. They're not that small either. They're good sized little bunkhouses. They actually sell CBD products as well. Fiddler's Green. You got lotion, you got pain relief, you got full spectrum, all of that. Icy relief. See, what I need to do is I need to be tagging each one of these businesses when I do these event reviews. That would be really cool. Be a good way to network. That's what I should be doing. My hometown. Oh, I see. Elmira, New York. Las Vegas Community College is the other. LVCC. I went to ICC. Fiddler's Green. I'll smoke to that. Cheers. Cheers to Fiddler's Green. Cheers, everyone. Veteran-owned small business. FiddlersGreenCBD.com. Brian Williams, my man. What's up, brother? Sizzling steak. Sizzling steak. We got 9 awesome people watching on the Rumble. Cheers, Rumble. 2-pack. Look at this. This sizzling steak and chicken. 4 whole chicken. I think I could eat 4 whole chickens right now. You got summer sausages, ribeye, T-bone. This is you didn't get the meat at the place. You just ordered the meat, I think. If I'm not mistaken, that's what this place was. Oxtail special. Ground beef 90-10. 40 pounds for $375. That seems $375 for 40 pounds of ground beef. Interesting. When you go CanaFest, take that Sherlock, show it off for me, please. You're talking about the herbal roots? Yeah, I think I'm going to go to that. I'm not sure. Let's see, feeding raw doggone special. Mixed beef, organ meat. Oh, it's for the dogs. Okay, so that you can buy the dog meat straight from the butcher, some mixed organ meats and stuff. Man, that's probably super good for the dogs right there. That's probably good for us. Organ meats are good for humans, you know? It's a good deal, the 40 pounds. Yeah, the 40 pounds for $375, that's not bad. It's not bad for some 90-10 ground beef. Shoot. You got wings, butterfly pork chops, chicken breasts. Oh, man. Making me hungry. $95 special for all that. Snap. Okay, Little Blues Farm. Got Little Blues Farm. Look at this truck. This is my new grocery getter. No, I'm just kidding. But it's pretty cool. It's a cool old truck. Reminds me of that truck with those boys where they're chasing Forrest Gump down in the movie, you know, when he's a kid. when his braces finally break off his legs. That seems like the same truck, if I'm not mistaken. Cindy, I was thinking the same thing, but will my dogs share with me? The organ meats, yeah. Could eat together. Share out of the same bowl. I gave my dog some mandarin oranges out of my son's lunchbox today. She didn't want them. She said no thanks. All right, fine. You're not an orange eater. Cold pressed juice. Yes, I talked to these folks. They take fresh produce from different sources and they juice it. They make it straight up. The Juice Project. Cold pressed juice. Speaking of juice, shouts out to Smashley's Garden. I talked to her. I said, "Have you ever heard about Juice Plus?" You know, and I told her about how they smash all the fruits and juices into gummies and you know, whittle it down. Here we go. Some wooden engravings. I actually have a little wooden coin from them that was their business card. It actually has a engraved QR code on the back, which is kind of cool. I'll smoke to this page. Cheers, we the people. We the people are screwed. I mean, no. Trained to be a nurse. You got some old photos. That's pretty cool. Old, like, propaganda. The Fun Tavern. Does that say, yeah, Fun Tavern, I guess? Some cool stuff here. Some cool coasters, and you got bottle openers open here. 1791. Does anyone know the significance of that date? It's when we signed the Declaration of Independence. Or was it the Bill of Rights? Might have been the Bill of Rights. Bill of Rights. My bad. That's pretty cool. F18, F16. The schematics. You guys can go make one yourself now. Oh my gosh. I thought that flag there is pretty cool. It's like repurposed barn wood that they use for a lot of this, which I think is awesome. Those flags are cool too. Yeah, we just saw that. This is it's an interesting take. They used bullet casings for the stripes. Interesting, huh? It's a weird, like, Marine flag. Never seen a flag like that. Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines. Hoorah. Grill Sergeant. Grill Sergeant. I thought that was funny. Not really sure what that thing is, though. It's wood. It's not a spatula you would use on the grill. Lots of leather working. This man had some really cool stuff, and I actually ordered a leather belt from him. So I'm gonna be picking that up next week. I don't think he has a name. Him and his wife come here and he sells his leather stuff. Robert and Lola. I don't think I got a picture of the belt I wanted. The belt he had was too short, but I wanted the same kind. It has these like American Eagles all the way down the side of the belt. It's really cool. So here's a little bit of a wide shot of the some of the crowd. Try not to get too many pictures of people at these events, but here's a bit of a wide shot. Got lots of butts. Very few faces. Yeah, I mean, it goes on and on. Like, it's a cool, like, walk, and had the dog with me. It was really fun. I actually can't wait to the next one.
Don't let him push you around.
Listen to this guy.
But you guys can come closer if you like. There's a whole lot of room in between me and you guys. Come on up. Here we go. Torch on the nose. Just a warm up. Hold up. You could have been so much louder if you knew how hard that was. All right. Let me get some more people over here.
That guy's crazy. Let me get some more people over here. He was talking to this young boy about how cute he was.
Ladies, how you doing back there? You have the best view in the house. Sir, don't do that. Here we go.
Well, that looks like an accidental picture. Oh, there you go. Some onions. Those greens. No spray. It's organic stuff. Good stuff. Oh, and then these guys, another leather working shop. Actually, I've seen a couple times. They have a lot of cool stuff too. They have leather dice trays and leather coasters and things, leather dice bags. They do the engravings on the hats and stuff now too. And then you had plenty of plants, of course, at a farmer's market. You're going to have plenty of plants. Lots of these are tomatoes, and you've got there was flowers there too, and there were things harvestable. There was things that are still growing, like this broccoli here, cabbage, and cauliflower. So yeah, you can go here for seeds, for popcorn. Look at all this popcorn. It's so corny. Blooner's family treat. Blue nugget. White Hulis. Yellow Hulis. Ruby red. Different colors of popcorn. It's intense. Hello, Heather. The Creative Bohemian. The Creative Bohemian is the name of this one. Not this one. This is more of the ceramics. Those are smoking pipes. You need a good festival to go to, Waylon Maccabee. I'll find one after I get the garden in. Yeah, for sure. I'm not sure where you're at exactly, Cindy, but there's one in Dixon, Illinois in July that I'm thinking of going to. But there's also one down in southern Illinois at the same time. So it's going to depend on a couple of things. I'm not sure which one I'm going to end up at. But there's a nice kayaking trip that I invite everyone to. The Drizzle Dab Token Float in July or June 29th. That is going to be so awesome. Oh, man, I cannot wait. It's not really like a walk-around festival. Like, you do stop at the sandbars and people will hang out and even grill out and all kinds of stuff along the river. And then you just go down the river floating on the kayak or a float or something. Cody Wample Candle Company. Cody Wample Candle Company. All kinds of different smells of candles. Sunshine and sea salt. That's a tongue twister. Sunshine and sea salt. Something Wicked. Seaside Yoga. Apricot Grove. Berry Strawberry, which we learned comes from the pineal gland of the North American beaver. Lemon Squeezy. I can't read anymore. Cottywomple Candle Co. Cottywomple Candle Co. In the Finer Lakes area of New York, they have a bunch coming up here. Wineries, waterfalls, and gorges. Gorges? Gorgeous lakes. Oh yeah. Yeah, and I would like to visit, but man, New York is rough for me. 2 convenient locations. Well, this is Camp Bow Wow. Yeah, Camp Bow Wow. It's a doggy daycare, doggy camp. My dog got to meet a lot of other dogs during this trip. It was awesome. These on the ground over here, that's for more dogs to drink water. So a lot of the booths had water for dogs. I thought that was awesome. Of course, my dog wants to dominate all the other dogs. And then their third dog came into the mix. Camp Bow Wow. My daughter actually used to work here. I got some goodies. I got some magnets and some of the bags from here. I got a bunch of swag to do some giveaways. I got some. They gave us some dog treats. So shouts out to Camp Bow Wow. Gave Miss Mia a couple of bones. She was enjoying herself. Look at that. Look at those eyes. You think, oh, her feet have to be hot. Well, she wasn't like trying to go to the shade. She wasn't like, she literally will lay in the hottest part of the day. She'll lay in the driveway in the sun. Watkins Glen Gorge and Racetrack. Okay. More popcorn. This time it's already popped. Maury's Candy. Lots of goodies. There's tons of edibles and also produce at these markets. I mean, look at this stuff. Like, that looks delicious. Cake pops. Like brownies and nutty clusters and such. It's like a caramel chocolate nut thingy. What do you call that? A turtle? Maybe? A turtle. Okay. Yeah, cake pops. You got lemon, strawberry. You had Cub Paw, Buckeyes, a tortoise. Okay, they call it a tortoise. Ting-a-ling, and a Scotcheroos. Scotcheroos. What's a ting-a-ling? What's a ting-a-ling? Yes, a turtle. Okay. Well, they're calling it a tortoise, I think, probably for like copyright reasons, I'm guessing. You know what I mean? Maury's Sugar Shop, and it's not knitted. Oh, it's 2 different places, and it's not knitted. Maury's Sugar Shop, and it's not knitted. Yeah, they were a combo. Young gal there that had made all this stuff. She makes it like on her lunch, on her break at work and stuff like that. So there's some pretty cool designs.
That takes some time and effort, guys. Like that ain't just quick and done. Whale sharks. Does anybody else knit? Any knitters out there? Okay, here we go. 309 cultures. You got dill and yuzu cucumber kraut. You got golden cayenne kraut. Regular sauerkraut. 309 cultures. Then he's got the hot sauce. I can't really read it. Badger Flame. Anyway, it's hot sauce. Yeah, he does a lot of fermenting and different things like that. I hit him up on the Instagrams. I'd like to talk to him sometime about how to ferment things, how to preserve, and how to, process stuff. Black and white garlic honey. Look at that. Fermented black and white garlic honey. Ooh. $309 fermented foods. Boom. 309 cultures fermented foods. Yeah. And now we've got the beard. What's his name? Buck's Beards. That's right. Buck's Beards. I actually have some of this, and I like it. There's different flavors, different smells, scents, I should say. All natural ingredients. You got oils, you got butters, all that good stuff from Buck's Beards. Waylon, the indoor farmer, approved. We just beard better, they said. We just beard better. And the guy, I tell you what, he stand there and he lets everyone that's walking by just yank on his beard as hard as they can. I tell you what, his beard is the toughest beard I've ever seen. Like there was this little kid hanging from it. He's just swinging around. I'm just kidding. He wasn't doing that, but it would be funny if he did. Let's see. Huff Farms. They got their microgreens. Look at that. I'm so jealous. You got your cabbages, your radishes, your peas, your broccoli. I got you, Cindy. I could imagine someone doing that, though, letting some little kid hang on their beard. Ouch. Wouldn't that hurt? Wheatgrass. Yes, the wheatgrass. Somebody told me to do the wheatgrass because it's easy. It looks pretty good. Looks easy. Looks like they're growing hair. It's like just turn this into a wig. Is that what's his name? Oh man. He got beat up by the cops in the 80s. He was a promoter of fighters. What's the guy's name with the tall hair? Dang it. Can't remember his name. Rodney King. Is it Rodney King? Did he have his didn't he have his hair up like that? Anyway. Market special. $5 item, $10 item. Huff Farms. See, there's always little treats and there's little samples sometimes. It's yeah, thanks, Esteban. Appreciate you, brother. Huff Farms, yeah. Good stuff. I want to get out to Huff Farms and go check out their farm and show it off. And we're working on it. We'll see. Microgreens, compostable containers even. I like that. More plants, more house plants and such. Ashwagandha Vedic. What's that one say? Thistle. Thistle. Oh, let's go straight to chicken feet. Look at these bad boys. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I ate it with a little bit of ranch. You know. Actually, no. These are dog treats. This is Bear's Bites. Bear's Bites. Oh, Don King. Yeah, you're right, Margaret. Don King was the right one, not Rodney King. I'm sorry, Rodney. Bless your soul. Don King was the right answer because the joke was that I think there was a joke about a lady with so much armpit hair it looked like she has Don King in a headlock, right? That was the joke, or something like that. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Cindy says I need some lemongrass. Great to keep mosquitoes away. Oh, I didn't know about that. I want to put a few bunches near the barbecue and fire area. Yes. Got all the thistle and wild lettuce you want. Okay. Well, check it out. Maybe you could start marketing that stuff. Yeah, Don King was him. Yeah. It's like something like this, It was like this is kind of close, right? All right, so the Bears Bites stuff is actually no joke, man. Look at this, actual chicken wings. These are dried to where the dogs, like the bones are very brittle, to where the dogs are not gonna choke or have a problem. Like it's very like dried out, so that they I'm not sure what the process is, but I know you don't normally give dogs chicken bones, but the way that she does it, I mean, it's good stuff. All natural pet treats. Look at that. Dog and cat treats. Meats, $14. Fruits and veggies, $13. Food seasoning, $6. Food seasonings. I showed her off before, and I'm actually hoping to have her on the show tomorrow. I did not reach out yet this week. I've been meaning to, so apologies to that, but I'm hoping. And she did give me her card in here somewhere. So many cards, so little time. Yeah, I want to make sure. Oh, here we go. And I'm going to hook that up for tomorrow, because not only does she make dog treats, but she has so many other, so much other knowledge that along the lines of growing and sustainability. So it's going to be a good conversation. I can't remember her exact credentials. It was a while back when she explained it to me, but definitely environmental science, I think, was one of them. So it's going to be a good one. I have 2 wild mulin in my flower bed that volunteered themselves after my 2-year died last year. Mulin is an awesome medicine plant. Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, I guess it must have carried on somehow, right? William, what's up, man? I'll tell y'all I had problems with fungal gnats. Oh, wow. They're really bad and flies. I put up bug zapper in front of my grow room and left the door open. And when the light went out, I left it on for 30 minutes, and I swear it sounded like the 4th of July. Now I have no fungal gnats or flies. Wow. I've actually thought about doing that, putting a bug zapper in the room. What I did, William, just to let you know, is I have a dish with a little dish sitting there with water, dish soap, and vinegar, and the gnats jump right in. And it doesn't kill all the babies and stuff, but it does keep them down. Like there's one gnat that I'm seeing fly around, but like it's pretty minimal. Now we're on to human treats. Those are cinnamon rolls, or cinnamon. What do we call that? Yeah, cinnamon roll. Individual size. I'm not sure what I was taking a picture of there. We are only able to take, okay, cash payments. Got cookies and all kinds of baked goods there. Brownies and such. Making me hungry again. The Baker's Dozen is what that one's called. From Spear, Illinois. Products contain no preservatives. If you don't eat them right away, freeze them to retain freshness and moistness. These can be smoked or made into tea as a lung cleanser. Oh, of the mullein, yeah. Yeah, I've actually smoked some mullein. Flowers that grow the second year can be soaked in olive oil and used for ear aches and antibacterial. Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, what's up, Jake? They'll come back. They come in cycles. Okay. Heck yeah, man. How are you? Hello. Thanks for stopping in. We got the New Era booth. New Era in East Peoria. There are actually several New Era locations, but this is the East Peoria folks. And I got, you better believe it, I got us some goodies for a swag pack. Thought about doing one tonight, but it's getting kind of late. We got 25 people hanging out. Cheers, everybody. If you're watching from X, comment below and hit that reshare button or retweet. Okay, so I am going to be doing a spin from locals, though, just in case anyone is watching that hasn't gotten their number yet. Let me see. See if anybody... No? Okay. I think everybody got their numbers so far. We're up to what? 15? 15, yep. Is this the last photo? Is that really it? I think that's it. Yeah. I believe this is the last photo. But yeah, I got us some, some matches and slaps and some chillums and some lighters and some... I didn't get any rolling papers, but I did get a rolling tray. So, good stuff. Back to the main scene. Main sceno. Insano, man. Okay. It was good. It was a good event. I can tell you for sure that I did not get to all the booths. There were probably 10 or maybe 15 or more booths that I did not get to because they were so busy. Like, there's too many people there. I don't have room to talk to them and like get a picture of the booth and stuff like that. So I sometimes I had to skip over. I'll have to come back and check them out. Not bad, Jake. All right, man. Should get you back sometime in studio and come on and catch us up with what you've been doing. Probably been going to events or whatnot. Did you end up moving to Missouri? Cindy says the second year the plants die and I saved the crown of seeds. Yeah, but 2 made it to my flower bed on their own. Oh, I see. So you still have the seeds, but you got volunteers anyway. Oh, yeah. Not yet. Well, I know it's not easy to move, man. So definitely wish you luck on that. Well, where are we at here? About 10 minutes. Let's check out what's going on this coming weekend. Within the next 9 months. Well, hell yeah. I wish you all the luck in the world, my man. Let's go over real quick here and check out what is going on this weekend. I'm going to have my son with me. So we're going to go back to the farmer's market. I got to go pick up my belt, handmade, hand etched eagles all the way down this belt. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to feel so America. It's going to be insane. I'm going to pull up the Chrome. Look at some events this way real quickly for a few minutes. All right, so coming up this Saturday, Little Blues Farm at Peoria Riverfront. Yeah, so that's where I'm going to be going. I'll be going back to there, not just to the Little Blues, but so they made their own event there for the. That's interesting. Or maybe that's still connected to the Riverfront. So I'll be going to that one, but maybe we'll see if we find something else. Watermelon Festival. What's this? Decades of Decadence at the Spring Bay Legion Watermelon Festival. All ages, $10. 21 and over. Okay, this is an adult beverage festival. Okay. Moving on. I'll have my son with me, so let's see. This Saturday at Pekin. It just says the event name is Pekin, Illinois. I don't know if I want to go to something like that. They don't even know what their event is. What's this? What's the event? It just says come to Pekin on Saturday. 51 people are going. Twisted Cat Outdoors. So it's a fishing store with an event of some kind. Got your first kiss there. Whoa, Kathleen. You grew up where? I missed it. You had your first kiss there. Interesting. Was it at Twisted Cat Outdoors? Or was it at the one before that? The Watermelon Festival. Now I got to know. Spring Bay Watermelon Festival. Oh, snap. So there was more than watermelons going on at this festival, huh? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I won't be able to go to that. I'm not a big drinker anyway, but I do have my son this weekend. So Cruise to Cruisins on War, Colt Ball and Friends, Saturday, June 1st. That would not be this Saturday. Next Monday, though, guys, we got Barry Cloyd coming live in the studio. I cannot wait. Again, it's always a treat. So I'm hoping to have these mics straightened out by then. Just try it. Wheel throwing. Well, that would be fun. Just give it a try. The pottery wheel throwing. My son might like pottery, although he wouldn't. I don't know if he'd like getting his hands all into it. He might. Sunnyland garage sales. Woohoo! Garage sales can be pretty good sometimes. Let's see. Peoria Park District Adventure Area. It used to be free. Oh, now it's $10. Yeah. I'm related to the Cruisins. Are you related to the Cruisins that own that bar? Okay. Like the two different Cruisins on War, Cruisins on Farmington Road. This weekend you'll be in Kentucky. Next you'll be in Denver. Okay. Denver, Colorado, huh? Bonnie Bovine Acrylic on Canvas. Interesting. New Cats at Moss Avenue. Looking for more kid events here. Springfield Road Community Sale. First Saturday in August. What? I don't want to see. I don't need that. Tomorrow, beginning oil painting. No thanks. Drum circles. I think we're outside the realm now. Let's see, Friday, May 24th. Fish fry. Nope. Yep, not seeing anything more for this weekend. Really? Come on. There's got to be something more going on. I'll just go to the let's see the dates and say this weekend. See if that helps. This Pekin thing, I don't know what's going on there, but it seems like a lot of people like that. This Saturday night, Summer Glow Bowling, Mixtape Mayhem. Actually, we have a free pass for this summer to go to the local Riverfront Museum, which actually also has included with it this movie we can watch on the giant screen. They have this giant screen theater there, which is crazy. I've never heard of it. I've never seen a giant screen. It's supposed to be huge, but we're going to see. Let's see. Gizzy Jones Kennels Bully Barbecue. So a barbecue related, like, I hope we're not eating dogs. So this Sunday, Alpaca Beach Party. Alpaca Beach Party? Where? No, I'm not going to that. Let's see. Pekin Boat Club summer kickoff this Friday. Pekin Boat Club summer reading kickoff. Saturday. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Hooser is the guy's name. Who's your daddy? Is that a band? What is this? 4 people are going. It's at Oliver's in the Heights. Maybe it's a stand-up comedian or something like that. What park in Kentucky? I'm not sure. Repost. Thanks, G-Lo. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I'm about to shut down here pretty soon. We're running up to that 2-hour mark. So, but yeah, it is worth a rewatch. If anybody is rewatching it, check it out. Hit those comments. We had Dr. Olson live in the studio today. We also had an awesome batch of pictures and video from the Riverfront Market. So check it out. Tap the screen. I don't think that actually does anything now. I don't see those working anymore. My son loved it. He grew up around where, Kentucky? Yeah, I could see the temperate climate there. Yeah. Bowl of peas and a hot dog. And the first time I took him. You still have the peas and the hot dog 20 years later? That's wild. That's wild. You're 30 miles northeast of Lexington, William. Okay. Northeast of Lexington. I'd like to check it out sometime. There's a lot of horses in Kentucky, they say, and you've got a lot of Amish country in Kentucky. We've got some Amish country here in Illinois, too. All right. I think that's going to be it for me, guys. I didn't see anything good coming up this weekend besides the market I'm already going to. There's some events that I don't want to miss that I saw advertised, and I don't know when they're coming up. You got the Whose Line Is It Anyway, folks, coming to Bloomington. There's a Lego con, like a Lego convention. There's all these like crazy Lego creations and stuff. That's coming to town, and that's coming up soon sometime, and I don't know when. I feel like I'm going to miss it. Anyway, it's been fun. Thanks a lot, guys. If you're watching the show, please hit that like button. If you haven't yet, follow the channel and whatnot. Go check out my friend Dr. Rick Olson. Follow his channel as well. And go find him on X. He's coming on X. We tried to get it set up tonight, but you're going to be seeing him coming in on X soon and coming in hot. You know what I'm saying? G-Lo, thanks for coming in over there on X as well, my man. Appreciate you. You guys all have a great night. And I tell you what, getting myself out of the house has never been a better idea. I needed it. I needed this show, and I don't care how many people are watching. It's still a reason for me to get out of the house It's going to be bigger and better, and I'm going to get to bigger and better events eventually, and maybe have like a camera guy follow me around. And it'd be even better, get like a microphone and stuff. I could just imagine this review show being something I do for, a long time to come. All 5 shows that I do have a real, like, legitimate reason for me to do them. Aside from just, hey, I think people will like to watch this, and let's do this because people will like it. That's not why I do things. I'm like, hey, let's do this because of these reasons, and I think people will like this if I present it in a certain way. However you however you cut it, it's a good thing. So thanks again. And it is connected to the sustainability lifestyle. The small businesses, those entrepreneurs, those people that have to do it themselves with no one telling them when to do things. You know what I mean? It's time to work. It's that same mentality. So we all have to eat, and we all need each other. So go check out your local farmers markets, guys. Start talking to these people. Build some local relationships. It's important. But yeah, I'll get off my soapbox. Come check me out tomorrow night. We Grow Wednesday. I'm going to have Miss, let me say her name since she gave it to me, Miss Sam Hutchinson on from Bears Bites. So it should be a really good one as well. Thanks again. Peace out, y'all.